Ladies and gentlemen,
Man, if I can get these
we
things on.
are back.
Dude, it has been a hot minute.
It has
Last
been-
podcast came out like a week ago, but we haven't filmed one in like 2 months. So
Dude,
it's been a minute for us.
It has been a long time since we have filmed a podcast. But
And dude,
dang,
we missed some crazy stuff in that time.
that we have a lot to catch up on, but dang,
Yep.
am I excited to have a good time.
Dude, the glasses are coming off. That means
Glass-
it's getting serious.
Means
dude.
getting serious, dude.
Going down. Oh,
Without
man,
further ado, welcome back to the Bumpkinbros podcast. Oh yeah. Let's get rocking and rolling.
Sit back and relax. And
Sit
enjoy
back.
the show.
Relax and enjoy the show. Here today, what are we going to be talking about, Riley? We got a lot to
Dude.
discuss. But
We got a lot to discuss, but we are focusing on Black Ops 6 today. But
we
there's a
are
lot of stuff I want to talk about in Call of Duty in general, but we're focusing strictly on pretty much Black Ops 6 and all the news as recently. There was a showcase about a month ago, and there's a bunch of trailers that have dropped in the meantime. So I'm excited to get into it. There's a lot to talk about. A lot of channels have already talked about it, but we gotta put in our 2 cents about it too. So let's get onto this. What do we want to talk about first?
First and foremost, what have you been playing recently, man?
Okay, before we hop into anything, let's talk about what we have been playing. So, usually you can tell sort of what mood I'm in by either the shorts that come up onto the channel or like little YouTube stuff, but I've been getting into the old GTA games recently, like GTA Vice City, San Andreas.
Oh, dude, I live and breathe
Pretty much
San Andreas.
Rockstar. I've been playing a lot of LA Noire. I've been in a real Rockstar mood recently. So, a lot of open world I've been into. Which Black Ops 6 may be joining that club, supposedly, with their single player. Supposedly more open world than most for the single player than most other Call of Duties. Yeah, but we'll get into that. But what have you been playing?
Well, me personally, when I do have the free time in between...
Yeah, you've been a busy boy.
Yes, in between all of my dad duties and everything like that, and then trying to figure out everything going on in my personal life. I've been able to I've been putting some time into Fallout 4. That's the one I've really been putting some time into.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those shorts did really good. Fallout 4, as we do love Fallout in general on this channel.
Yes.
So, how's Fallout 4 been treating you?
It's been treating me pretty well. I've been trying some different bugs, different glitches. I hope that in the future I can come out with a video that's just me trying to break the game as much as possible. Just the way Todd Howard intended. So
right.
But pretty much just going through that and just enjoying my time. I haven't really gotten into the main story. I've just been focusing on all the side missions, getting some of the DLC that I missed when it originally came out done. And then when I'm not playing that, I'm just playing some NASCAR Heat 3 to just kill the time. So,
All right, that's what's up. NASCAR Heat 3, is that a what year is that? Xbox? Or
that's just I think it came out on Xbox, PlayStation 5, and PC.
Okay.
I'm not sure what year it came out. I just bought it when it was on a Steam sale because I was like, I want a driving game. I like NASCAR.
Right. Yeah, that's fun.
Let's go for it. So that's pretty much what I've been playing. But let's cut down to the chase. Let's get
into
straight
the good stuff.
to it. Black Ops 6. The bomb.com. The bee's knees. The cat's pajamas.
Dang, how many of those can you think of right now?
Not enough. I'm out.
That's it. I'm good.
I'm done. That's all I got. But pretty much, I know that Call of Duty has been kind of on a drought for the last couple years, and
a couple years is being generous, but
yeah, very true. Being generous on that one. But our MW3 definitely did not hit off as people expected it.
I actually played that one for the first time in a few years. First Call of Duty I played in a while, but it wasn't anything like amazing or anything. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it when I was playing it, but I don't think it's gonna be one I go back to that often for multiplayer, at least. Maybe for the single player, because I still haven't done that yet. But,
I mean, definitely. I mean, I 100%. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the multiplayer. I enjoyed playing through it. Zombies was pretty miss for me personally, in
I didn't even know
MW3.
there were zombies in that game.
Yeah, that's how kind of absent it was. But I mean, I had a ton of fun with Cold War, and I didn't end up playing
Cold War
MW2,
Zombies
so
was underrated.
playing MW3 kind of got me that fix. Where like the major complaint with MW3 was like it just felt like MW2 too. So
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty much MW2 for the third time actually, because there's already an MW2. So MW2 cubed, pretty much
yes,
like
squared,
Lord have mercy.
squared, cubed.
Whatever you want to call it, yeah.
However you want to put it, but pretty much,
Yeah.
I know that definitely put a lot of people off when it came to playing it and buying it. And I mean, I got it on sale, so I didn't pay full price for it. But I mean, I am just personally I've always loved what Treyarch has done more than any of the other producers, and I've always been a huge fan of the Black Ops series. World at War was my go-to major one for years. I played that for maybe 5-6 years straight, like no other COD.
Single player is underrated. That's just such an amazing game.
Yes, but Black Ops 6 hopefully will kind of bring us back to that, and I'm just so excited for it, man. I haven't put my pre-order in yet, but I'm heavily considering it in the future.
Me too.
I'm so excited for us to get in and play content together and film it together.
It's gonna be like the first Call of Duty that's gonna be the first one we, I guess, focus on the channel.
Yeah, because we did play some MW3 together, but we didn't film it. It was more of like I was about to be a dad, and we were like, okay, let me enjoy.
Let's try it out.
Little bit of time that I have and play some COD and enjoy it with the guys. But overall, I mean, I am just so stoked. I'm a huge Zombies fan. And I know that you are a big multiplayer and single player.
And Zombies has honestly grown on me over the years. I used to be Infinity Ward over Treyarch, but I honestly, over the years, I think just Treyarch, even though Infinity Ward and Treyarch, they both have their misses, I think Treyarch's probably the most consistent. Most of their games are at the top for me for like favorite Call of Duties, like World at War, Black Ops 2. But like those are some of my favorite games of all time, like those. I love those games. BO3's multiplayer is amazing. It's just like such great. Like almost all the games have something great about it. Even BO4, I'm gonna say I like the multiplayer in that game. I'm not gonna lie, I like the multiplayer. And the zombies was underrated as hell. I'm not gonna lie, I like the zombies in that game. Same with Cold War. So I feel like each one has a redeeming quality. With some of the Infinity Wards, I feel like they're just all kind of like there's a couple that are just like that's kind of all trash.
Vanguard.
That's Sledgehammer.
Oh wait, that was Sledgehammer. My apologies. Yeah,
like Sledgehammer's all trash pretty much. Besides like maybe Advanced Warfare, I kind of like it in some aspects, but Sledgehammer's my least favorite out of the main three. But I mean, you want to hop into BOs? Do we want to talk about single player first?
Well, actually, I was going to ask you, out of all the Call of Duties so far, which one's probably your favorite and which one's probably your least favorite?
Ooh, out of all the Call of Duties? Oh boy.
I know, it's a tough question.
But I haven't finished the list yet because it's such a hard... Oh, are we going with like overall with the favorite Call of Duty for zombies, single player?
More or less, like if you were just to think off the top of my head, it's a Saturday night, I want to play Call of Duty, which one's going to be your go-to? And then which one would you stay as far away from as possible? Like for me personally, I think if I was to go for a go-to right now, I don't know why, but I've really been itching for some more Infinite Warfare. Playing the zombies in Spaceland, like I've really been wanting to get back and playing that map because I love that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a
zombies in Spaceland.
I'm a Treyarch Zombies head all throughout. I was there through the BO3 season, the end of the BO2 season. It was so I absolutely love it. But there's something about like Zombies in Spaceland that just like it's so relaxing and fun to play on like
the atmosphere is so good.
Yeah, the atmosphere is amazing. But if there was one that I was to stay as far away from as possible, it's gotta go to Vanguard, man. I mean, I picked it up, I played a little bit of it, and it was like this just makes me sad. It makes me sad.
Honestly, I think for me, I'm probably gonna have to go Vanguard too. I haven't played much of the single player, so I don't know if that's any good. But the multiplayer in Zombies is just not good, man. It's just some of the worst in any of the Call of Duty games ever. Like, it can't get much lower than that. I think it was like I think one of the worst selling Call of Duty games of all time.
Yeah.
Like I think it almost got them out of business.
The only reason
it
I
might be
even
the last
got
Sledgehammer game.
The only reason I even got it was because I got it for free.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, that's fair.
If there's one sound to describe Vanguard, it's just got to be this. But if you were to pick up and play one, which one would that be?
One more thing about Vanguard, I just gotta say real quick.
Go for it. Rip
so
on it some more.
I had Cold War. Cold War is the one that came out before Vanguard, and I actually really liked Cold War. I thought it was really underrated. So I think Vanguard I pre-ordered, which was a huge mistake. I pre-ordered it, I'm pretty sure. Paid $70 for it, I think, and then never played it once. It was like the worst spent money in my whole entire life, dude. Like, I
That is
regret
tragic,
it. I
man.
think I still have it, so I'm probably, now that I'm thinking about it, I might just have to play the single player just so I can play something from it, you know?
Maybe eventually we'll have to make a video of us trying to keep our sanity while going through Vanguard.
Honestly, we might have to do that. But dude, when you asked me originally, the first game that popped into my head when you said one, if it was a Saturday night and I was hanging out, which one would I throw on the Xbox? Probably BO2.
That is
Probably BO2. Especially if you're asking favorites, I would say BO2. If you're asking like one that I kind of really want to play again, like how you said Infinite Warfare, how you're like itching to play, one I'm itching to play again is probably BO4 actually, and which is kind of a weird take, but I really like the multiplayer on it. And even though multiplayer probably wouldn't be like super easy to get in a game because it might not be super easy, I'd totally be down to go down on the zombies again because I haven't played zombies on that game in a while, but I really enjoyed zombies.
Dude, I really liked
One
the
that I
9 map that they did where you were in a Coliseum. And
yes,
like
that one was
That
awesome.
was really fun. I really enjoyed that one. Especially if you had a good group of friends and whatnot, like you could have a great time. But
for real.
All right, let's get into it. BO6.
All right.
We've been walking
BO6.
down memory lane and talking about what we like about the previous Call of Duties. Let's hope that and I've been hearing a lot of good things about BO6 when it comes to them bringing back features that people want, taking away features that people didn't really need, want, and that sort of stuff. I mean, I know a bit more about the zombies side of things, and you know a bit more about the single player and multiplayer side of things, but overall, I mean, I'm stoked for it, man. So
me too, dude. I'm so hyped. All right, back to it.
But yeah, so then they show a bunch of footage in the gameplay trailer of like the old Soviets, and all that stuff, and it is just really, really cool how they're able to go on ahead and like I really like how they mix together like the old like TV footage with the gameplay trailer and everything.
Yeah, they like mixed the animation and like the old look. Yeah, it was really cool how they did that. I'm a huge history nerd, so I like all that history stuff that they're like Ronald Reagan, I think, or like Clinton was in there as well.
Yeah,
it was cool. I like that stuff.
No, but it honestly, like the single player, because this definitely seems like it showcases more of the single player story and that sort of stuff. You see some of the players, like some of the people from Cold War. You see some of the people from Black Ops.
Little hints of the maps they might be playing on.
Yeah,
too.
Some of the hints of the different maps they might turn into multiplayer maps, but also like they show the Galleria and all that, and the bank heist. And there's probably it looks like there's.
I'm excited for the heist mission, dude.
That
heist mission that supposedly is gonna be that we're gonna be able to do.
Woods is back in the trailer. So.
If they don't bring back Mason, bro, that's a missed opportunity. I feel like because they showed off Woods, I feel like they gotta bring Mason.
Yeah, dude. If they don't show, yeah, dude, they're my boys.
Yeah. My boys.
But honestly, like it looks really like graphic wise, it looks really good. I mean, it looks better than
Of course, the graphics are gonna look amazing.
Yeah, but it's so good to see like some of these Cold War weapons back, like the AK, the M16, some of these classics.
I really like some of the Cold War weapons too in the Cold War, like the Call of Duty Cold War. Like that AK you're talking about, like some of those weapons were awesome.
Yeah, and I wonder if they'll continue on with like more of the vehicle-based stuff. You know how they've been slowly adding throughout the years more and more vehicles. Like you can drive dirt bikes, you can drive motorcycles, sometimes planes, those sorts of things. Like I can definitely see them doing that on the on like the single-player side of things, but I could potentially see them doing it on like an open world.
On multiplayer too, maybe.
Yeah. So, but I mean, honestly, the gameplay looks really good.
Dude, yeah, and for the driving stuff, real quick, there was one part, I think it was a different trailer, but there was one of this mine cart that I sent a picture of you, so you can put it on screen if you have.
Yep. Let me
With
go
the
grab
mine
that.
cart. Yeah, the mine cart. When that popped up, I was thinking like, oh, dude, that'd be so cool if you could ride that around the mine cart. I feel like that'd be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. But
That map also seems pretty cool, being like in the caves.
yeah, there's what is it? Then we had like the couple of like official like teaser trailers when it came to like the story and the gameplay and those sorts of things, like the
Yeah, like the truth lies.
yep, the truth lies, and then the Open Your Eyes trailer. If you guys haven't
Yep.
seen those, definitely go check them out. But I mean, we don't really need to go through them. They've been out for a few months now at this point, so I'm sure you
Yeah,
guys
they've
have
been.
probably,
Yeah,
but
there was one part I wanted to talk about. One of them, real quick. I think
Yeah.
it was. I think it was the truth lies, and they were showing. They showed a bunch of like historical figures from the past. They showed like H.W. Bush, I believe, Clinton, I think Saddam Hussein, and Margaret Thatcher. Those four. And there's four of them. I think there's four of them, which would be really cool if they were ended up being like zombie playable characters, or like just like playable characters in multiplayer or something like that. I feel like that'd be really. I think it's the truth.
yeah, let me pull up the trailer. All right, now I got the trailer going. So,
Yeah, I pulled it up too. So yeah, so throughout the trailer, they're just like
you
sitting
got
at
like
a table
Bill
and
Clinton.
talking.
That almost looks
Nope.
like Bill Clinton in the beginning.
Dude, they look so close to exactly like yeah. It's H.W. Bush, Clinton, Thatcher, Margaret Thatcher, and Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool if they were like end up being playable characters in the multiplayer and/or zombies. I think
You
that'd
know
be
what would
pretty
be really cool if they did something like they did in Black Ops 1, where they had like JFK and Richard Nixon as playable zombies characters,
Dude,
but with like
that's where I got the idea from, because someone commented that on the video. They got like 25K upvotes, but
Oh,
yeah, I hope
gotcha.
they do something similar. That's where I thought of the idea. But yeah, I hope they do something similar to that, like make them like zombie as the zombies 5. That'd be cool.
also it's so great to see the classic Black Ops pose again at the end of that trailer.
Dude, yes, with the guy and the gun, that was so cool, dude. Hell
So
yeah, I'm so
fun.
glad they brought that back. I hope that better be the cover, bro. That better be the cover.
Oh yeah, I'm
That-
pretty sure.
that was-
And then with the Open Your Eyes one, they had the Chia Pet opening. And then
Oh
Bill
yeah,
Clinton
yeah,
with the
dude,
saxophone.
yeah. All the old commercials were so cool. The shit that
Yeah,
I had those growing up. Like, even though this was like from the '90s, like some of this went into the 2000s a little bit too. But yeah,
It's almost like
this
they
is
have
fun.
some different like teasers in there too, because it says like Frank Woods at some.
yeah, like
parts.
Frank's Woods. Yeah, I just saw that too. Yeah, like those old. Yeah, there's some like Easter eggs probably.
Yeah, but
And the one
it's-
of the construction worker just staring into my soul always creeps me out, bro. I don't know why he does that.
bro, I need to see that part again. I totally.
It was
forgot
so
about
fast, dude. It was like if you blink your eyes, you miss it.
Oh, gotcha. What is it? No, it really gets you hyped and in the mood to be able to hop back into it. Almost, it's like I
Kind of
love.
gives you nostalgia that you didn't have.
Yes.
for us.
Well, it gives you nostalgia for the old Black Ops games, and it makes you
Yeah.
think, can this be as good as that? Because those stories were fire back then.
Like, this is the most hyped a Call of Duty game's been in a while, so they really can't blow this, I feel like.
Yeah, no, it's
The
not,
stakes are high.
Yeah, they really gotta nail this on the coffin. Because like, especially because they put so much hype behind this and everything
Yeah.
like that. Like they,
Dude, so much hype. So many teasers, trailers, podcasts about it, you know, like, they're hyping this shit up. So next, we're going to talk about the multiplayer aspects of the Black Ops 6 that's coming out. So one of the main components they were showcasing is that the HUD is going to be customizable now. So like, if you want to move the mini map from the top right to the bottom left, that's going to be doable now. So that's kind of cool. I think quite a few games have done that, I believe, but I
Yeah.
can't think of any that come to my
I
head
definitely
right
know
now,
that
but
in COD's
it's not like
past,
game changing.
I know that in COD's past you can completely remove the mini map, but you couldn't decide where it wanted to be.
Like where it went. Right.
But a big thing that everybody's excited about with the multiplayer, custom emblems. They're back.
Dude, I'm so happy that they're bringing back custom emblems, just making your own stuff. It was so. When was the last time BO3? Right? Was
Yep.
the last time you could do that?
BO3 was the
Dude.
last time.
I'm so glad they're doing that. And what was the other thing they're bringing back? Oh crap.
And are they keeping score streaks and that stuff?
Oh yeah, it was the score streaks thing that they're bringing. that they're bringing it back to like the OG score streaks, where like if you die, everything resets.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm not sure how it was in the last few games. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I didn't really pay too much attention to it.
Me neither.
I just racked up score streaks. So.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, so there's also going to be for prestige. There should be no worries about on day one running out of prestiging, because there's 10 prestiges, and then after that is prestige masterclass with another 1,000. So
Nice.
we should all be good there for a while.
Yeah, for a month.
Yeah, a month or two, and then then
Get
I'm
the
gonna be
dark
done
matter
with that.
camo.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't even think about that. Let's go. Dark Matter's gonna be back, probably. I assume. Dark Matter would be
I would assume that they're probably gonna have.
Was
some
it back
sort
in
of,
Cold War?
Yeah,
I don't
it was
remember it in
back in
Cold
Cold War. So
Okay.
they kind of made it so that it's gold, diamond, and then dark matter. Ever since BO3 with the different Black Opses. So
Yeah, dude. BO4s was the one that I went for the most. I wasn't even close, but I went for
maybe BO3s the most, but like you
Yeah.
said, wasn't even close at the end of the
Yeah.
day. But
was not even close.
so I heard 16 new 6v6 maps.
Yes. So okay, let me jump to that real quick. There's going to be 16 new multiplayer maps, I guess, on release date. There's going to be 12 core maps, and then 4 strike maps, which strike maps, I guess, can be played 6v6 or 2v2,
Oh,
which is kind of cool. And then core is just 6v6,
Yeah.
like the normal 6v6. But that's kind of cool. That there's 2v2. I kind of want them to add a 1v1. That'd be kind of cool. Well, maybe there is a 1v1.
I mean, 2v2 is probably as close as we're gonna get, but
I assume. But yeah, that's still cool. They're bringing back
Hopefully
theater mode.
oh, theater mode, excellent.
Yeah.
That'll be great
Yeah,
for
yeah.
getting gameplay footage.
Exactly, yeah. Perfect for streamers.
But it
And
looks
then-
like, yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go
What were you
ahead.
gonna say?
I was gonna say they
Uh,
also added like the whole customizable buttons and that sort of stuff, and like how you're able to move around in the mobility system.
Oh,
with
the
it.
Omni movement?
Yeah, the Omni movement system.
Dude, yeah. So that is really cool. So that's supposed to be like where you can like jump and like do 360s in any direction. That's supposed to be. So like you can go forwards, back, left, right, do it in all like in every single direction, which is really cool. I don't think any Call of Duty. Yeah, it's the first time Call of Duty's done that. So that was one thing they were really pushing. They were like, this Omni movement's gonna be really cool. So hopefully it works out and it's really cool. Because some of the clips that they were showing was sick, like doing full 360s and shooting some bad guys. That's pretty cool, pretty satisfying. You can do it in zombies,
Yeah,
single player, multiplayer, and Warzone. So all modes are gonna have it.
it honestly seems like they're really trying to buff up the movement and gameplay without making it be like that super futuristic boost movement type stuff.
Yeah,
that
kind of like
people
with
got
BO3
sick and tired
on
of.
the wall. On BO3,
Yeah.
they're trying to like add something new to like make it stand out with all the others.
Yeah.
Because BO3 had that, and then yeah, I guess there hasn't really been something like that since BO3 probably.
Yeah, but no, it just
Oh.
really seems like they're heavily trying to focus on customization, movement, and customability between like your
Does actually
loadouts and those sorts of things. Because it seems like they're trying
Yeah.
to focus again with kind of like that operator setup where you'll be able to have like a special or something like that, but then you'll still
Yep.
have your special skins and whatnot. But kind of like how they have what is it? Back in BO3, they had like specialists and those sorts of things.
Specialists,
It'll
yeah.
be pretty, not exactly like that, but you know how they have, you can select a main ability that charges up over time, essentially.
I am going to talk about that in a minute because I did actually talk about something about that.
Gotcha. Go for it, my friend.
There was one thing I was gonna. What were you talking about right before that? Because there's something I was gonna.
I was
maybe
talking.
it's-
I was just talking about how it seems like the customization with the HUD and everything like that's been getting moved all around.
I remember what I was gonna say. It seems like this game. They're actually like looking to see what the community is actually saying that we want back or stuff to take out. Because it actually seems like they're doing stuff that people have been complaining about for the last few CODs and actually fulfilling with people's demands, which is actually nice to see.
Yeah. I mean, truth be told, they weren't doing that with MW3. People had to fight them tooth and nail to get them to do stuff that was like basic that they wanted. So it's
Right, that
great
should
to
have
see
been,
that Black
obvious.
Ops 6 is like intentionally trying to go for like the hardcore fans, the realists, and also hopefully
I'm so
by
happy
doing
to
that, like naturally it'll attract more people into the game as well. So,
Exactly. Hopefully bring back some old fans that dropped the series a while back. I think
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
But speaking of
But yeah,
bringing back old things, do you mind if I talk about the zombies?
one more thing, and I think this is the last thing, and then yes, you can talk about zombies. But about the operators that you were talking about earlier, they talked about there's gonna be 3 core play styles. 3 core play styles throughout the multiplayer. One is Enforcer. Gonna be another one called Recon, which is just like finding intel from the opponent's team. Which it seems like for those guys, you get some kind of like infrared, like you can like see through buildings and like see the intel, which is kind of cool. And then Strategists, which is the last one they talked about, which I guess throw their bodies at objectives or take out enemy score streaks. So I'm not sure like if you like can you not take out enemy score streaks if you're an enforcer? I don't know. But that's what they were saying. So we'll have to see when this happens, like how these are gonna work. But yeah, those were the 3 that they talked about.
So it's almost like choosing your starter Pokemon. You got one of 3 to
Kinda,
go
yeah.
with.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of cool in that way. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up most of the multiplayer. Oh, sorry, there was one more thing. The multiplayer map, each map has its own story, which is kind of cool. Supposedly they have their own story, and it takes place after the campaign. So you're supposed to play the campaign and then do the multiplayer maps, is what they say. But you can do it any way you want.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming a lot of people are just gonna hop on and instantly hop into the multiplayer.
I feel like they should know that, so hopefully it's like not too spoilerific like in the multiplayer stories. But
Yeah.
we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, go ahead and knock
Alrighty.
into the zombies.
Let's switch up.
All right, sorry.
Back to it with the zombies, dude. I am so hyped, man.
I've gotten so into zombies recently, though. This is the most.
But, dude. Zombies. The return of Gobblegums, perks, the regular stuff. Dude, I loved what they did with Cold War, and I just can't wait to see how, because like even when they're talking, they're like, we're gonna keep the stuff that we did right in Cold War, get rid of the stuff that we didn't do right, add
And
the
bring
stuff
back
that people liked from previous games, and boom, dude, that's all the people adding round-based back, which is what MW3 didn't have.
How is that not like just? That should just be a given. Like that should just be a given. Lord have mercy.
That's like the bare minimum when it comes to zombies.
Seriously.
But there's
like saying bringing back base round zombies is ridiculous because it should have been gone in the first place. But I'm sorry.
It is just ridiculous that they went on ahead and got rid of it in the first place. But it is just I'm so hyped and so excited because we got 2 maps that they went on ahead and revealed. All right, Terminus and Liberty Falls are the 2 maps. Terminus is going to be like the more prison one, which honestly, it really seemed like it was in Alcatraz almost.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be like kind of like another prison-based map.
Yeah, and then yeah, so it almost seemed like they were going and because they played in the trailer the music of Mob of the Dead, which was the prison map.
Alcatraz, right?
Alcatraz Island, and so Terminus will be that, and that'll probably be more of a Mob of the Dead type map, and then the other one, which is Liberty Falls, will be, and people have been waiting and just waiting for this for years. You know,
Really?
Tranzit.
Yeah, I like Transit.
You know how it was known as one of the most shit maps ever?
Yeah, I do like it, but we're not gonna get into that because
it seems like they're gonna be finally remaking it with Liberty Falls, and it'll be a
so
West
they're gonna-
Virginia.
Oh,
So
snap.
it's-
Okay, so
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
it, hopefully, what the rumors are true, we'll get a good Transit remake. That'll be with
god.
and then the Terminus will be more of a Mob of the Dead style Alcatraz Island type map. And
That's cool as hell.
they're continuing the narrative off of the Dark Ether storyline, and it's just, I'm just so excited.
Did you like the Dark Ether storyline? Did that start with Cold War?
So yeah, it ended with it started at the end of BO4, and then
Okay.
it really started to get going in Cold War was when they started making maps based in it, and they did a phenomenal job with Cold War. I really enjoyed what they did. I played
Me
it for
too.
hours and hours and hours and hours, but I mean, if they can combine everything great about BO3 with like Cold War definitely seemed like a natural evolution to it, but it still felt like it was lacking a lot of the things. Mainly like the maps felt like they were just multiplayer they just
Like,
took a section of a
reskinned?
multiplayer map and
Reskinned?
reskinned it and didn't
Yeah.
fully zombify it like they would with the
Gotcha.
older multiplayer maps. But
Yeah.
honestly,
Well,
it
hopefully
is
they
just
do that in this.
yeah. So I'm really excited. I'm really
Dude,
hyped.
I am hyped now about you saying that. Made me even more hyped, dude, because I really do like Transit, but making it even better, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
Dude. But overall, I mean, we're super hyped for this, and
Dude.
I don't think that there's anything else that a game that we've been more hyped for in such a long time.
For real, I'm more hyped for this than the Indiana Jones game. I'm funny. The hype dropped a little bit for me for the Indiana Jones game, but I'm still gonna get it on day one probably because I still really want to play it.
When is that gonna get released? Is that?
I thought it was this summer, but it might be more in the fall now.
I thought it was this summer too. I thought it was gonna be.
But I haven't
August.
heard anything. Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
We will keep you guys up to date if we're gonna end up when that releases so that we can make videos on it. And then
because I did. Yeah,
we are 110% gonna be making tons of videos off of Black Ops 6 because we are huge COD fans, been huge COD fans all our life, and we are just the first video on this channel was about COD zombies.
The Halloween special.
The Halloween special.
We can never delete that, no matter how much we cringe at it in 10 years. Hey, that's from the mask.
The mask.
It's an Easter egg for all you people that
all the
have been here
OGs.
since the beginning. All the OGs, yeah.
But
I didn't even notice you had that back there. I forgot you had that back there.
Dude, I'm just so excited for it, and so excited for everything when it comes to Black Ops, and I really hope that this time around with the Treyarch, it's really hard for them to get my expectations down, and I really think that they saw their mistake with BO4, fixed it with Cold War, and then they saw all the mistakes going on around them with the other companies. They're like, you know what? Let's just make this one better.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not do what they're doing, which is the right way to go.
Truth be told, we can only wait and see, and that is what we'll have to do.
There's just a couple more things I wanted to mention real quick before we wrap it up. So for all you pre-order fans out there, if you pre-order the game, you will have early access to it, and it begins August 30th. So if you pre-order it from now until I guess August 29th, you'll have early access to the open beta on August 30th until September 4th.
Open beta streams for us?
Oh, maybe we could do some open beta streams. It's only for 5 days, which is kind of unfortunate. And then if you don't do that, you have to wait for everyone else, and it begins September 6th, and it goes through September 9th. So if you wait, you only have it for 3 days, which is a little sucky tash. Hopefully, maybe we'll get more time with it later on. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but that's what we got so far. But yeah, the game comes out October 25th. I'm hyped, Taylor. I know you're hyped.
Yep, clearly.
Clearly.
But dude, that would be really cool, because you know what I really liked? Because the last game that I got the beta for was BO3.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
I haven't got a beta.
I think it's only fitting if I...
Battlefield 1.
Oh, yes. Very true. Battlefield 1 was actually...
I got Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1, and then the last Call of Duty that I got the beta for was Black Ops 3. Maybe it's only fitting if I do it after once it hits 6. So it's double the amount. But maybe we will definitely have to set up some beta streams, because what I really like seeing is the changes between the beta and what actually comes out.
Me too, dude. I like to see the growth that even over that short time.
Because even with BO3, they made a lot of changes between the beta and the actual game. And so it's just exciting, and we will catch you guys hopefully very soon. But hopefully we'll catch you guys sooner than that. And
we will have a podcast episode before October 25th.
Yes, we will have. Hopefully now that I've sorted out some different things in my personal life, hopefully now we can get into a solid routine of uploading for you guys and creating great content for the years to come. So stick around, subscribe, like, and check out our other content. Check out the rest of the podcast.
There's a lot to check out. Over 400 videos. So
yes, plenty of videos for you guys to check out. But without further ado, see you guys.
Peace.